Alright, so because only one of these is squared, we know it's a parabola. And so we're going to move this x plus 3 to the other side. And so we have y minus 1 squared equals x plus 3. Remember that it's x minus h a times y minus k squared. Or y minus k, switch the x and the y. The a is equal to 1 over 4p. And p is that distance to the focus. So, our a value equals 1. So 1 equals 1 over 4p. And so we need to solve this equation. So cross multiply 4p equals 1. So p equals 1/4. This x plus 3 part shifted the vertex to the left 3, and minus 1 shifted up 1, opposite and opposite. Because it's y squared, opens left to right. Because it's a positive, it opens to the right. And the focus is 1/4 inside, and the directrix is 1/4 to the left. And so if you have the vertex, that vertex is -3, 1. The focus is -2, and almost all the way we just went -2 3/4. If you want to use a mixed number, a little easier. Directrix x equals -3 1/4. Or you could put 0.75 and 0.75, probably more efficient. Let's do that. 0.75 and 0.25. And there we have it. Let's keep going. So, squared, and a number, so this has got to be r squared, and so it's got to be a circle. Moves it to the right 3, moves it down 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4. So 3, -4. And then our radius is 6, the square root of r squared. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be very careful. The easiest thing to forget is to take the square root of the r squared and as you graph it. X minus 5 goes to the right 5. Y plus 2 goes down 2. Because there's numbers underneath here and it's a plus, we know this is an ellipse. So how this is different from the circle, if these numbers were the same, it would be a circle because we could multiply those numbers off to the right if we multiplied both sides by the same thing. This, as we know it, goes left and right 3, up and down 5. Left and right 3 because the 9 is underneath the x. So, our center is 5, -2. Our vertices are 5, 1, 2, 3, and 5, negative. We went 5 down from -2, so that's 5, -7. And you can count it out as well. And then 6, 7, 8, -2. And 2, -2. So we call these our vertices, because they're on the end of the longer axis. These are our co-vertices because they're on the shorter axis. And then our foci, c squared equals a squared, or the big one squared minus the little one squared. So 25 minus 9, so 16. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the foci go up and down as well because up and down is the longer axis. If you went left and right 4, you'd be outside the ellipse. It wouldn't make much sense. And so they're at 5, 1 less than the vertice, and foci at 5, 1 more than -7, so -6. Alright, so now on to complete the square over and over and over again. So these are the ones that we might find annoying, just because you have to complete the square, because they're not in standard form. So first off, x squared plus x squared. You know it's either a circle or an ellipse, but because these numbers are the same, we know it's a circle. So x squared plus 2x, and I'm going to leave room to complete the square, minus 12y equals -28. I'm moving this 28 over because it doesn't have anything to do with either of these. So now we're wondering, let's change this so that it's factored into x plus 1 squared. And I got the 1 because it's going to be 1x and 1x if you imagine foiling it out like this. So 1 times 1 is going to give you a plus 1, so we need a 1 here. And if we add 1 here, we add 1 to this side. Same thing over here, we're going to need a y minus, because that's a minus, 6, half of the 12. 6 squared is 36, because 6 times 6 is going to give you 36. We need to add 36 to both sides. So, 27, and then that's plus 8. So we get x plus 1 squared. Let me just double check my math there. And that's 9. So, it's a standard form, x plus 1 squared plus y minus 6 squared equals 9. And there you have it. This one, it's plus again, but now these two numbers are different. So this is going to be an ellipse because we're going to go left and right a different amount. Same thing that we start off with, that we did on the last one, group the x and the y together. 2x squared minus 12x plus 3y squared plus 24y equals -36. Now we're going to factor out, but only factor out the number, not the x, because we want to again we're taking it out so we have something like this, just like we had over here, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Leave room to complete. Y squared plus 8y, 24 divided by 3 is 8, -36. Half of 6 squared is 9, and so that's the number that goes there. But we don't add 9 to the right hand side, we add 9 times 2. So we add 18 to this side. And so again, why we did that was so we could do x minus 3 squared. And so 3 times 3 was the 9. Half of 8 is 4, plus 16. So we need to do plus a 48. And y plus a 48? 3 times 16. We didn't really add 16, we added 48. So 36, 18, 48, 30. And so we're going to divide by 30. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 1. 2 over 30 reduces to over 15, and 3 over 30 reduces to over 10. And there you have it.